How you doing? Back with a bonsai video. This is a seed that I planted some time ago. I collected this seed in a park from a Natchez Crape Myrtle. It's Lagostromia indica. And I planted it here, right in the center, right where this little thing is growing. So of course, since I planted the seed here and this grew out, I would expect, because I took the seed out of the Lagostromia pod as a very tiny seed and planted it here, that I would assume that what came out would be a Natchez Crape Myrtle. So I've been looking at this leaf shape since this has been growing. I'll tip that over. This is the general leaf shape. But anyone that knows, this is a muscadine leaf. That's not a crepe myrtle leaf. This particular leaf here doesn't have that shape. This leaf and this leaf are completely different. And I had a one of those apps that I use to identify, and anytime I've tried to identify this particular tree, it never comes up as a Natchez Crape Myrtle. It comes up as a muscadine. That's a great producing vine, which I'm going to still keep this and care for it, water it, and keep it fertilized and everything. I love the way it looks. It's very pretty, but I still have, as far as I can tell, I have one other tree in a pot. Matter of fact, I should go get it. I'll go outside and go get it. Let's see. Let me get my keys. I'll be right back. And so this is the other planting from the same pod, and as you can see, it is the same leaf. So you take a look at that, and I bring in this same leaf. And I have not been able to find a muscadine seed, because I always thought a muscadine seed was a little bigger. Now, I had collected some other seeds from underneath a purple leaf tree, and I thought that was a plum tree that I collected from, but I'd never seen that it produces any fruit. But I know that I hadn't been so busy planting seeds that I mistakenly planted a muscadine seed twice without realizing it. But the thing is, I want to show this to you. Hopefully somebody recognizes this. It's very healthy. It did have a little leaf rot. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 healthy leaves. A seventh leaf that was here on this stem. If you can see that stem right there, I cut off because it had developed leaf rot. I stopped it, and then we got a really bad rain, and the leaf rot reactivated, so I cut the leaf off before it could spread. But I just find it interesting because I've been trying to grow the Natchez Lagostromia Crape Myrtle from seed, because the seeds are just everywhere. There's just millions and millions of these seed pods all over the place. And as far as I can tell, I haven't had any success, but I'm still going to take care of these two little plantings, these little saplings that I have, and and grow them. This one here in this little cup, this little pot, is growing very slowly. This one in the bin, it's got real good root spread so far. So in this plastic bin, it's the only thing that I allow to grow in it outside of the moss that I have for decoration. And but the roots are just spread radial. They're running real good. I can see some of the roots I can see when I look at the bottom of the bin, and the tree's healthy. It does really well. It has drainage points that I broke into it, so I'll just keep it going, and as it gets bigger, hopefully I'll be able to identify it. It hasn't started hardening yet. It's still very young. I have to be careful and give it some protection when we get one of the more severe rainstorms that we get here on the East Coast. But I just wanted to share that with you. Hopefully you're having a nice afternoon. Take care.